Let's say I were to ask you that you've written this great piece of content. Now, what are you going to do next? Typically, your answer would be, well, I'm going to promote it, right? And that's how most people would approach it, that, all right, you write or create and then you promote. What if I were to tell you that promotion is two-pronged, right? The first part of promotion is distribution. The second part of promotion is marketing. And they are not the same thing at all. Distribution is simply taking what you've created and distributing it on the channels available to you. Marketing, on the other hand, is a whole different ballgame, right? That is all about real relationship building. That is where you are making the connections with your consumers that are going to translate eventually into building trust and sales for your business. So two completely different things. So when somebody asks me, what are your best tips for content marketing for beginners, I focus on the marketing aspect, not the distribution aspect. So what are my tips? In this video, 6 tips for you if you are a beginner in content marketing. Hi, I'm Salma Jaffrey, and you are watching Content Marketing Tips, the weekly show to watch for non-icky, authentic marketing advice for entrepreneurs. My first tip today is to think of content marketing as a way of life. And you'll be like, what is she talking about? I'm serious. It's so ingrained in how you actually should be living your life, because think about it. What is content marketing? It's actually adding value to someone's life. It's using your content to add value. Wouldn't you want to do the same in your life? Wouldn't you want to do the same in your relationships? Wouldn't you want to add value to the people that you meet, whether they're family or friends or a social circle or colleagues or whoever, your customers, right? So when you start to think about content marketing as a life advice thing and you start to add value in your business, it just changes your whole mindset, right? It just shifts how you think about marketing as a whole, not in silos, but as something that permeates every part of your business and your life. So that's tip number 1. Tip number 2 is learn to tell great stories. Even if it doesn't come naturally to you, you are living a story every day. So today, my story is learning how to shoot multiple videos while keeping the kids engaged and not speaking in between while I'm shooting. That is a whole story in and of itself. I could write a whole post around tips and tricks on how to do that, right? Because that's the story I'm living right now. Now, when you think about storytelling for your business, there are certain common elements that you need to keep in mind. So every story needs to have a powerful beginning. Tell people what they're going to get from this story. If you hear speeches, great speeches, they don't start with an intro to their company and when it was formed. They start with a hook. They start with immediately telling you in the moment, this is what's happening right now. This is the challenge you're facing. Hook everybody in with the current problem. And that's what you need to do with your content as well. Provide that hook, provide that intro, and then provide that solution. And that makes for a better story, a great story. If I could actually, call content marketing something else, I would call it story marketing. Seriously, that is the future. That's where we're headed towards. So learn to tell great stories. My third tip for you is believe you are interesting. So what happens typically is a lot of people think that if they don't have a rags to riches story, or if they had a really great childhood, or if they didn't really have any major upheavals in their life, then they don't have an interesting story to tell, which is completely not true. You are interesting based on who you are, what you think, your opinions, your life circumstances, your experiences, your education, your family, all of that makes you an interesting person already. And guess what else? Interest doesn't come from hardships or a bad to good story. Interest comes from relatability. So if you say something and I can relate to that, then that makes you interesting. And so you have to believe that you already are and be in the moment and be interesting and talk about stuff that you are already interested in and attract your tribe who is also interested in those things. Tip number 4 is to build relationships. Now, if you've seen my reciprocity video, you know that I talk about giving before making the ask. And if you believe in karma, then that's also true. But most people give and then give up. Don't give up. Keep on going for those relationships, because eventually there will come a time when you will be able to make the ask in your content marketing, relationship building exercise, which brings me to point number 5, which is don't give up too soon. Content marketing is a commitment, not a campaign, and chances are that you were about to give up just before you were going to get massive success. So keep at it. It is not a short-term game. It is definitely a long-term thing. My final 6-number tip advice to you is to start with the end in mind. So when you have a plan to achieve your content marketing goals, the chances are way higher that you're actually going to achieve success because you have a clear-cut plan and a strategy for getting there. I'd love to know what you thought if you are a beginner entrepreneur or if you are just new to content marketing. Do these tips make sense to you? Do you think that they can work for you? How can you apply them in your business? Write in the comments below. As always, please subscribe to my YouTube channel if you like this video, and also get on email with me at salmajaffrey.com/subscribe. If you are on email with me, you will be notified of exclusive discounts and offers. I have a course out which is about content strategy, exactly what we just talked about right now. Planning with the end in mind. That is what the course is about, how to get your business goals in alignment with your content strategy and how to develop all of that. So I hope to see you on my email list and inside the course. Thank you so much for watching. So if you are going through a struggle right now, today in your business, and who isn't really, you just need to talk about, okay, see, that's what I meant about children coming in and totally leaving my train of thought on the side, and I have no idea what to say next. So that's a challenge, and that's what I'm dealing with today. Thanks, Ani, for the great example.